I felt Thug was like, you know what? I'm hot. I got to go link up with my mans and get him back as hot. And they've been kind of, remember him tweeting from jail, whatever Wham says goes. It feels like Thug was leveraging his heat, to help Baby's career. And it seems to still be the thing, because if this was supposed to be on Baby's album, why ain't on Thug's album? Like, it feels like Thug is trying to give his heat to Baby, and he has some crazy thing planned for his album later on. My thing is, Thug, the time is now. Drop your shit. Forget what Lil Baby got going on. Forget Gunna. Drop your shit, nigga. Anyway, the song that was supposed to come out, again, and I think this is a real song. His voice sounds a little bit altered, but we know Young Thug, he does many voices. Young Thug ain't even doing subliminals. He's just straight up naming niggas. Hear this.
Got to trick me for some years, they know you was steady. $100 million nigga, baby, I been in the loop. Only reason I fuck with you, dog, was cause of true. Nigga had that spinach and I say we want to do. Got to trick me for some years, they know you was steady.
He said, Yak Gotti, he tricked me for some years. I ain't know that nigga was telling. And then he says, the only reason I fuck with you, Gunna, it was cause of Troop. Now, Troop is like some other Atlanta nigga. And supposedly that's how the story of how he kind of meets Gunna. But Young Thug is flat out saying it. I don't rock with these bitch ass niggas. Fuck these rats. That's what he's saying. He believe they're cooperants, okay? Now, there's a tasteful way to do it in music, and there's a I don't give a fuck, let's crash out drill music type of way where you just say their names and call them rats.
$100 million nigga, baby, I been in the loop. Only reason I fuck with you, dog, was cause of true. Nigga had that spinach and I say we want to do. Got to trick me for some years, they know you was steady. $100 million nigga, baby, I been in the loop. Only reason I fuck with you, dog, was cause of true.
Okay. Now that happened. And after that happened, we saw the lawyer, who I guess like these YSL lawyers and people were thinking, yo, we're all in it together. I know Gunna got out early on a plea, but everybody else, we pretty much took it to the box. We're locked in for life. Everybody from Yak to everybody else, including Thug, that was left on, it was like 6 or 7, that pretty much took it all the way to the end, right? So the lawyer for Yak Gotti, his name is Douglas Weinstein. He actually said, Yak didn't say a single thing against Jeff in his interviews with the cops. I don't know where this is coming from. Yak had the opportunity to turn on Jeff during the trial to get out of his case easily, never took it. He stood tall and took it all the way to the jury. Now, the reason why people are bringing this up, Chad, is not because he said something like during the trial or took an early plea like Gunna. It's because of a video that came out that people have been calling the hypocrisy out on Thug. They wanted to know if Thug was going to stand on business, right? So they were saying to Thug, yo, Thug, how are you mad at Gunna for snitching? And you claim, you hate rats. Remember he did the interview with $1 Million Worth of Game where he like, yo, I got a rat detector, right? Remember that? Young Thug rats, $1 million worth of game. He basically said he could detect. Listen to this. Is it this? No. Wait, does anybody know? It was a thing where he's like, yo, if any of these niggas snitching, I could tell. Let me see.
Absolutely. Because I'm the reason for the right.
Boo Boo, who real name is Lester, watching you.
I'm not saying that I'm built a certain way.
I understand.
I'm not saying I'm built
that.
silent. I'm saying I'm built just normal. Like,
but niggas,
normally,
listen,
you shouldn't tell.
But I understand you. But that dude that created himself in the mirror,
he ain't normal.
In his room in the suburbs. But
I'm basically gonna tell you what I tell myself.
Right.
Just being real, like you can cap.
Okay.
I'm basically.
All you young niggas out there that's moving and operating.
Okay. All right. Anyway.
Did I not be?
Okay. So anyway, there's a part I can't find it, and I want to like hold up the stream. There's a part where he literally just says, "Yo, check it out, man. I don't fuck with rats. I kind of could tell if a nigga is a rat. He not like that. This and third." So after the Gunna thing, people are like, "All right, we get it. You feel Gunna's a rat, cool." But then during the trial, there was a video that came out of Yak Gotti cooperating. Now, the street conversations about all of this has been saying Young Thug is a hypocrite and a conniving liar because he's claiming he doesn't fuck with rats, but it's been a known thing in Atlanta streets that the YSL niggas are getting locked up, and when they go down to the station, they're telling on their ops. They're saying Young Thug knew this, and because it benefited YSL, he never did nothing about it. He just don't like when other niggas he don't like snitch. So people were talking about that because they're saying, how did Gunna do that? How did Woody do what he did? And then it comes out with Yak Gotti interrogation video. And in this video, he even says, there's a part he says, yo, if y'all let me get out back to the streets, I could put a good case for y'all niggas together. I'll get a couple of these niggas locked up. Now, this is Yak Gotti, the rapper that's signed to Young Thug, right? Listen to this.
I told him what I heard. But as far as this, I have to get back to the streets and see. Yo, I have to put something together so I can get y'all information. What you mean?
He said, let me get back to the streets. Let me get back in work mode. Let me get back to the streets, put this thing together for you, and I could come back with a couple of names. Okay?
If I was to hear, like, who did or who, you see what I'm saying? Like, I ain't been around Shannon, Woody, no, none of them names. Anything else, I done told him what I heard. But
so again, I mean, I don't even know, you know, I think he's had an explanation of this. He claims that, I don't know what the fuck he claims, but this shit was crazy.
I don't understand that too. It's one, and that's what I was, before
You can read God's scriptures all day long, but if you at night busting heads,
that ain't what I understand.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
That means nothing. Most people, when they come over here and stuff, they bring a Bible with them. And it be like, bro, like, I ain't trying to play on.
My boy had a whole meal. They gave him the #1 ratatouille special. Extra mayo, light on the cheese.
Your face or nothing, but you should have been doing that beforehand. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody know you gotta wash it down with a goddamn Sprite. That was a Sprite right in there.
That was the main thing I always say.
What?
I ain't wait till I got locked up to start frame, but it's like a lot of people, you know, in the street, they wait till they get locked up to pray and go to Bible study. And
now they got time to think. They ain't got no drugs in their system. They got ample free time. Most people, you think how much.
So he was really rapping with the detectives. So this came out and people were like, holy shit. These are street dudes. Now, you got to remember. Oh, look.
What about Duke?
Oh, shit. They gave him some sauce to dip in. This thing was going crazy. Yo, this was putting up 30 in the interrogation room. Dude looked like.
Dude older than them too. Yo ain't like to the point.
Oh, it was wings. Is that a blue cheese? One thing about Gotti, man, he do love the cheese. He do love the cheese. Could be blue cheese. Could be American cheese. It don't matter what cheese. Just give him the cheese. He gonna tell you something, bro.
All these old ass niggas with nothing going on. Like,
bro, at least have the decency to put the chicken bone down while you telling.
What about Duke?
Dude older than them too. Yo ain't like to the point. Like, all these old ass niggas.
I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit was crazy. This shit was crazy, Chad. The full video. Where is the full video? It's right here. Oh shit, we published it. Oh my bad. I got sent this shit. I forgot who sent it to me. Yeah, Gotti, listen, man. I didn't want to look. My boy was getting down with that food. You bring me some McDonald's.
Let me ask you about Duke. Situation you got into with Duke. I know, man. You like, man, you put that motherfucker in front of me right now, I'll probably drop kick his ass.
What? He's busy. He knows bad.
This nigga talking to the detective like he on a date.
What?
I'm wondering how long you gotta be locked. It clearly was locked up because he's in like the prison outfit when they brought him in. How long you gotta be locked up that just for a plate of some wings that you like, yo, hold on, let me tell you a story about all these niggas.
At the BET Award with Tip.
For real. You with Tip?
See? And where were you?
This shit. I would have been on Twitter. I don't know. But damn, dude, you been chill. See, but they're like you just said, everybody got an alternate goal.
Alternative goal.
Alternative, yeah.
Basically,
And like Duke done been from so many clips. So it's like, is that true?
there's no loyalty.
It's like no loyalty, and that was everybody's figuring out like damn. Even if I do decide I don't want to be signed to YSL no more. I'm going like. You feel me? I'm like making known like this who helped me. You feel me? I'm not gonna just
Get away from
yeah. I ain't like dude. Man, went from Migos to MPA to YSL to what you bankroll mafia now. Like it's just and that would make me see like when you said everybody do got a alternative to go. But I'm gonna be on this shit. I want to see how like you could even look for another man like as a leech.
Because the whole
Okay. This is 2 hours and 42 minutes of pure confessions, chat. Usher couldn't do a better sequel to his album, bruh. Not even close. This right here is how you confess and confess. If you won't tell it, you got to tell it all, man. I don't know. This food must have been busting. Anyway, so that's what Young Thug is talking about. He's reacting to that video. Now, again, this is the first time Young Thug had to basically face these allegations saying, yo, Thug, man, you've been a fraud. Like, you've been saying you don't fuck with snitches, but niggas been snitching way before court started. Yak Gotti was telling. So he's basically admitting in the song, he's saying, yo, I don't fuck with Yak Gotti. And he tricked me for some years because I didn't know he was telling, right? So the lawyer for Yak Gotti said, yo, Yak didn't say a single word, okay, right? Said Yak had the opportunity to turn on Jeff during the trial to get out of the case easy. He never took it. He stood tall, took it all the way to the jury. Then he continued by saying, the state wants nothing more than to turn Gunna, Jeff, and Yak on each other. These are all talented artists who the state wants to drag down. Heaven forbid they rise above their station. Don't let them do it. He then responds, he says, no one should ever talk to the cops. I agree. This after someone says, Doug, you were pushing this narrative that Sergio Kitchens ruined the case. Now you want to say it's the state. He says no one should ever talk to the cops. I agree, but no one listened to me. And someone then says, yo, it's time to let the rappers do their thing, Doug. There's a whole different rationale being used right now, which I agree with. You know what I mean? Like he was using legal rationale to get these guys back on the streets. They're all back on the streets, right? The lawyer then says, I don't care who comes after DK. Street cops or DA, I'll always be there for him, even if he may not want it. Okay. And he says, the lawyer's still lawyering. He says, nobody comes forth clients without me. What? I don't know what that means. I guess he's standing up for his client. Young Thug responded back to that with a simple one-line tweet. I think he deleted it too. He says, you fucking rat representer. Shut up. He's clearly talking to the lawyer, basically ignoring and not giving a fuck what Douglas Weinstein is talking about. And I don't know, man. You know, I think Young Thug, he don't got to leave it alone. We just don't want to hear about it. Honestly, we don't want to hear about it. I think you don't serve him no favors to keep mentioning this. They told you can't talk about or communicate with some of these individuals. You can't threaten nobody. You can't talk tough. You can't rap about this. You can't wipe your nose. You can't do this. You can't do a lot of things as per the conditions of your probation that you did sign off on. And it wasn't pretty much, even though it was a non-negotiated plea, damn, it was a negotiated plea because that Judge Whitaker was pretty good to you. You should probably try to stay within the confines of her order that you could stay on the road. Leave it alone or rap about it. But tweeting like you're super upset, I can't understand it. Okay, I think it looks crazy from a fan perspective, a viewer perspective, a listener perspective, because we're like, brother, we just don't get you, bro. And there's no music to kind of like substantiate all of this. So I don't know. We will see though. We will see. What else is going on? Offset. We'll get into that. Oh, let's get into the Lil Yachty. So Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty was on Playboy Mac's stream, and there was an interesting part of the stream that got a lot of people upset. Okay? Let's see if we can find that part. It was the part where Yachty previews a song for Max, and he uses a bar referencing George Floyd. This is it right here.
Wait for it. I TSUS, I'm finna go break the bank for it. Put my knee up on her neck, I went George Floyd. I be tweaking, she get wet, she gon' wait for me. Wait for it. Wait for it. All this got up on my neck, it's our sunshine.
Now, the most hilarious part about this, not saying the bar is funny, but the most hilarious part about this in the reaction is this nigga right here. It's like this nigga, as soon as he heard it, he was like, this nigga tripping. But I got paid to be here, so I'm going to just vibe out. Look at this nigga right here.
Wait for it.
Look,
Wait for it.
he nodding.
I TSUS, I'm finna go break the bank for it. Put my knee up on her neck, I went George Floyd. I be tweaking.
You know when you look at someone, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
She get wet, she gon' wait for me. Wait.
He don't even know how to react. He like,
for it. Wait for it. All this got up on my neck, it's our sunshine.
this person over here, they're like.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Anyway, do I think this is a big deal? I don't know how I feel about this, honestly. No, actually, it's pretty bad. On the scale of, I'm gonna go out with my chopper like I'm Kobe Bryant. Y'all remember when Meek rapped that? Yeah, this is bad too. Yeah. Meek Mill, go out, chopper, Kobe Bryant. Like, that was bad too, Chad. Like, that was bad. Now, here's my thing. And when I say I don't know how I feel about it, is that, yeah, it might not be like, oh, that's a dope bar, right? Because obviously you start thinking about the tragedy and even much more than that, everything that was the effects of that in the United States and just in culture and just among people in general was a huge social movement that really mattered a lot, right? And yeah, you don't want to trivialize it. I get that. However, I'm not the person who says you say one bar that doesn't fit too good or you kind of forced it, let's cancel you. So I'm not with that shit. Obviously, I'm one of the people they've tried to cancel over everything. So I'm just going to say that's a bad bar, Yachty. Like, you try to make something, you know, comedians always say you could joke about everything. And they're saying that if you say something that people think are too sensitive, the joke just not funny enough. Because they really believe, comedians really believe you could joke about everything. You can joke about death, everything. Like, they've joked about Hitler. They've joked about the assassination of everybody. And they're like, there's a way to do it. And if you get backlash, it's just not funny enough. That's just basically how they take it. I look at it here, I'm not going to say you could necessarily rap. I guess you could rap about everything. I'm just going to say, bruh, we're just going to calm it down. Okay, bad bar, Yachty, but we're not going to cancel Yachty. Okay, I think everybody just wants, like, when they see something, it's like blood-hungry sharks that are just circulating. They're like, oh, you said that? Oh, we're done with Yachty. Fuck Yachty. No. I'm pretty sure Yachty's going to see the backlash. I'm pretty sure he's going to be like, you know what? I could have done better. You know, it's kind of regrettable. You know, with all due respect to the family of the late George Floyd, and I do respect the plight and everything that, you know, really spurred from, you know, his death. And I think that should be it. I just don't like how social media be dragging niggas. Like, social media be dragging niggas like, you say something or you make one mistake or, like, we get it. Like, we could tell Yachty was just trying to do some rap some bar he thought was cool. It's just not cool. So we could just say, nigga, all right, that was whack and keep it moving. But people want him out of here. Like, I'm seeing some people so mad. Like, they're like, we got to cancel him. And the reason why I stop short of people having those reactions is because that's where we get, you remember what happened to the baby? We're like, yeah, granted, like, yeah, he probably shouldn't be on stage in 2020, whatever that was, saying, yo, put your hands in the air if you ain't got HIV or you ain't whatever the case that is. Yeah, that's regrettable and maybe he wouldn't do it again. But to try to, like, kill somebody's career over, like, no. That's where I look at it, right? But do I think it's a fire bar? No. All right. Oh, let's play that Meek Mill lyric. That shit was What was the name of the song? He said, if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper. I'll be another Kobe. Yo, that shit was crazy. Wait, never mind. The song was called Don't Worry. Let's see. This shit was... Did he ever release it? Nah, this was just a bad bar.
I said be another.
Wait, I'm trying to find the leak. Oh, this is it?
Too much giving and not pop for me. Look me in my eyes and say she's pure water. Yeah, I know she lying to me, but it's gonna make me fuck harder. Fuck not your homie, and you can't feel it like I feel it, cause it's not your money. I can tell that they ain't never know.
Is this the song?
This bitch I'm fucking always tell me that I could tell that they ain't never.
Where is it?
Why we been talking about my money? Should've tell you at the counter, she gon' pop for me. Ballin' like I'm James Harden and going far, but I just walked in all these chains on it. It's pure water, ain't even so. I damn curse, I was gotta. This bitch I'm fucking out.
Where's the line? Where's the line?
I got niggas in they feelings about this money and they really
Straight drop, thank you for the 2, bro.
owe me. Yeah. And if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper and be another Kobe.
Oh, shit. This is a bad bar. So me, like, you know, there's a few bars, like, think about the worst bars in, like, rap history, chat, where you're like, why the fuck he said that? The only one, and I don't believe in cancellation of no rappers because every rapper talks about murder, selling drugs. They talk about the worst things in the world, so to be like, oh my God, you talked about another thing that's bad, but it's about somebody we like. It's kind of mad hypocritical. Well, when Meek is talking about spin the block, dump the shots, shoot everybody who's standing and moving, like, we're like, oh shit, it's fire. He mentions our loved hero. We're like, oh my God, how could you talk about Kobe like that? Oh my God. We're hypocritical, right? I think the only bar that I remember, I'm like, yo, yeah, you tweaked out. Not the only, because there's a bunch of them. Didn't Rich Homie Quan have one? I think he did. Rick Ross did wild out with the Marlena joint. You ain't even know it. That was wild. That was wild. That was wild. That was wild. I was like, Ross. Ross. And I think he did. He went on timeout for a good, like year. He went on timeout. It's like, yo, hold on now, Ross. What? What'd you say, Ross? Nah, the Ross one was crazy. That was one of them where, like, I like how Reebok even played that. Reebok was like, bro, we ain't dropping you, but we just gonna keep it low and we gonna back up. Just take a year off, gang. Nah. The Rick Ross line was not funny. But there was a time that rappers used to rap mad aggressively about sex with women. Like, yo, if this bitch don't suck my dick, I'm a da-da-da-da. Like, they used to rap way more aggressively with that, but we're in a different time. Like, you talk like that, be like, nigga, sound like you trying to take it from that joint. You nigga. Somebody said me, nah.
She ain't never showed me. Yeah. And if I ever lack,
I remember when he was writing this, he probably thought this was fire. And if I ever lack, I'm gonna go out with my chopper. I'm gonna be another Kobe.
I'm going out with my chopper and be another Kobe. Shit, I could tell that.
Anyway, so
I TS you, I'm finna go break the bank for it. Put my knee up on her neck, I went George Floyd.
Put my knee up on her neck, I went George Floyd. Yeah. Nah. Anyway, Steven Jackson, who, if you don't know, is George Floyd's like supposedly real cousin. Like Steven Jackson, the former basketball player, used to play for the Indiana Pacers and a couple other teams. He reacted, and I ain't gonna lie, he was on 10 about it. He's not taking it lightly. My reaction was like, oh, it ain't work. He got on Yachty's ass immediately.
Man, I'm so out the way, man, trying to mind my business. Y'all see the type of big shit we got going on and shit we doing, man. I'm making changes in my life. I'm doing the right thing. I'm winning. I'm just trying not to pay attention to you idiots, man. But, like, it's just hard, bro. Like, Lil Yachty, bro. You been whacked, my nigga. But you think you saying George Floyd name and trying to use his name in the bar, that's gonna make people like your whack-ass music, my nigga? That shit weak. Y'all the only era that feel like demeaning the dead and saying that shit is cool, my nigga. It ain't. It ain't. And it's me and the whole Third Ward and the whole Houston, Texas riding behind G, man. Don't ever say his name, bro. None of y'all knew G. Nothing about him. But y'all want to say his name for clout. Put a knee up on his neck. That's some weak ass shit, Yachty. But let somebody die in your family. We gonna do a whole skit about it. See how funny it is, bro. Cut that shit out, man. It's only you whack Sambo ass niggas that do shit like that. Stop the man.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I love Steven Jackson because he's like he's in the category and the competition to be the oldest YN in the game. Oldest. You know they got the ONs. It's him, Benzino, Jim Jones, and a few others. Like, they're still gangster as fuck while they're gray as fuck. I could never forget Steven Jackson. Steven Jackson checking in with O-Block. Look. Once he checked in with O-Block, I knew this shit was real. Here we go.
Oh, damn, what all that jam?
The nigga went to O-Block with his chains on and a basketball. That's a school trip if I've ever seen one.
On porch with a black card in my pocket. Get it on porch. Damn, got a shit on us.
They got that nigga doing dunks in the hood.
Yeah. A lot of y'all be in O-Block pulling up, taking pictures. Where we at?
Tell them how they coming.
We in the middle of it. What you mean, nigga? Y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to.
They sneak.
And one thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Yo, Unc checked in with a 16-year-old. Shit was crazy. This is wild. Steven Jackson, don't see this and diss me, nigga. I'm just saying, bro. This was wild. This was some wild shit, my nigga.
What you mean, nigga? Y'all pull up and take pictures and y'all not allowed to.
They sneak.
And one thing about it, if you're a real one.
Yo, Steven Jackson like 50 flexing. Yo, nigga, I pulled up to the hood and I took pictures because the 14-year-olds on the block let me. I checked in, nigga.
You don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of O-Block.
Where you at?
You see the hoop?
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of O-Block.
This kid don't even have facial hair. So you tell me if I go to O-Block, I got to check in with a 13-year-old?
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of O-Block.
Yo, Yachty, apologize to this man, because if this man is still checking in with 14-year-olds, bro, and going to O-Block to prove his gangsterism to dunk on a single rim with no net, bro, he dunked on a single rim with no net. There's no net there. There's no net. He's in the middle of O-Block. This man is off his rocker. And one thing I've learned in 2025, when a nigga show you he crazy, believe him. Believe him. So this nigga is showing me that he's still with that street shit. And everybody remember him at the Malice at the Palace fight. He was the one throwing the most blows. So he about that life. Yachty, apologize not only to George Floyd, but to Steven Jackson too. This nigga's on some different shit. Somebody said, what? That kid facing murder charges. What? That's Ty Muna. Let me Google him. Maybe he was a nigga to check in with. This is him? Ty Muna. Okay, his page is down. O-Block Ty Muna with a message from jail. What? The fuck? Come on, man. Yes, I'm over 18, nigga. Tamuna just lost his case. What case he lost? I wonder if Unc paid for like some bond money. Tamuna. Oh, this is him? Oh, this is the nigga we need to check it with? I bet. I'll check it with him. The fuck is this? Whoa! Oh, shit. Now he is 16. Oh, shit. The nigga. I told you I was 16. Charges: 1 felony count, murder. Next felony count, weapon, machine gun. Damn, a switchy. Okay. Oh, you charged with murder. Yeah, that sounds like a nigga you should be checking in with. Wow. I didn't know he was like that.
Well, how long you lived in O Block for?
10 years.
This is O Block.
So this is a nigga. Oh, fuck.
Well, how long you lived in O Block for?
10 years.
This is O Block Ty Munna, the youngest in charge from the block, respected by all members, including high-ranked older members like Munna Duke and E-Dog. What's it like growing up here?
It's a lot, you know what I'm saying? I can't explain that, but it's a lot.
What's the best part about it?
Shit, everybody know each other.
What's the worst part?
It ain't no worst part, you know what I'm saying?
Everything good.
Everything.
What do you think is the future of O Block? What's gonna happen to the community in the next 5 years?
They probably made this motherfucker better.
Ty Munna was just starting to make a name in the O Block music scene, but shortly after this interview, at just 15 years old, he was booked for a body. But the hat he caught wasn't just an anybody. It was the brother of high-ranking NLMB member EBK Juvie. I don't know the specifics of the situation, but I do know Ty Munna is still locked up for the situation as we speak, and has been transferred to an adult prison recently to serve his sentence. Well, how long you lived in O Block for?
Wow. Yeah, let me take back everything I said. Munna is a nigga to check in with. Oh, this is the shooting? Wow.
I grab my Glock, it been through a lot, but it's this shoot like new we at the top. Yeah, we love. I grab my Glock.
Oh, okay. Let me not go down a Chicago rabbit hole here. Okay. All right, I'll check in with the 16-year-olds too. If I go out there.
Goes gang war to the world.
Oh my
so 2010,
God.
2011.
I might just randomly in these videos, bro. Get me out of these videos. Okay. All right. So anyway, Yachty, just apologize to this nigga, man. This ON, I can't call my YN. This ON, he's still on that type of shit, and I don't want him to slap you, Yachty. I'm gonna keep it a being with you. I don't want him to slap you. It sounded like he was. This video was giving I'm gonna slap the shit out of you energy. I'm gonna slap the shit the shit out of you when I see you, nigga. That's the energy he was giving. So apologize, Yachty. Donate some money to the family. Call it a day. If you ever drop the song, put like quarter the proceeds to the family, and I forgive you. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal to me. But to other people, they're like up in arms, like, how could you say this? Like, come on, relax. Okay. Let me see what else. What else is popping on here? How did we get to that? All right, we talked about this already. Oh, the Yachty thing. Yo, chat. No, I gotta play this. Wait, let me see if it's open. Give me 1 second. Is this page open? No, it's not. Yo, chat. This. Wait. Let me look it up. What's this shit called? Oh no, I'm about to post it on the burner page. Here we go. Give me 1 second. The page I posted this is like private. I don't even got no commentary on this, but this shit just hilarious to me. This is shit that they be like, yo, Ak, you need to mind your business. I'm like, I am. This is I'm on a rap business. This ain't rap. Yo, this shit is hilarious, chat. So tell me how. And I really got no commentary. I'm just reading shit. I guess Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya, she's into it with YB's wife's mom. And the reason why is because she kind of like put it out there, like she been posting videos of her and him. Like she posted a video of her and him like laid up or whatever. I don't know if I can find it. Like she posted a video of them laid up in a bed, and people are looking at her like, yo, bro, you know this man is married, right? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Let me see. Like let me see if I can find it. I know Twitter probably has it. Maybe not. It was a video of them like laid up in bed. And it seemed like it might have been recent, right? And obviously this comes amidst the rumors that essentially she was pregnant again for him, right? Now, okay, can I find the video she posted? Like they were literally just in bed. No crazy shit. Oh, this is, yeah, right here. Right here. So the video is like here, right? The video is here. You can see them, whatever. She later then posts a story saying, I don't know why y'all think I'm pregnant. I'm not. YoungBoy dropped some music and he said, I'm that nigga. I got hella dope. She don't like me that I'm accessible. Now Yaya pregnant, got to make her get rid of it. This ain't the time. I told you no. Okay? And this is one of the typical YoungBoy songs where he's using the music, which I like. I like this about him. He uses the music like a diary, and he tells us his business. So he's basically saying that Yaya was pregnant, as people speculated, and he said he was trying to make her get rid of it. He told her, now ain't the time, told her no. Now, that's not the funny part. The funny part is, I guess, Yaya got into it with his wife's mom, and this is like the most ass-backward conversation I've ever seen. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm Floyd, I'm punching in the air. I don't know what you could do at this point. So the mom said, right? The mom says, I guess she commented on something saying she's a child. She needs a psychiatrist. No means no. So she's commenting on the YoungBoy thing. Go find your own man. Ew, right? Which, by the way, that's the whole thing in itself. Chat. No means no. Not to fucking, just to having a baby, but he married. Whatever, cool. So Yaya then comes out and says, yo, bitch. So she's talking to YB's mom. YB's wife mom. Yeah, I think I'm keeping up. Yeah, YB wife mom. And he said, bitch, so out of all the 20 bitches, I'm the only one that's a home wrecker. I guess she called her a home wrecker or something like that because she's like, yo, get your old man. He said, bitch, get your old ass up out my face before I light the internet up. How the fuck I wreck a home that I'm always invited to? And your daughter knows that. Ain't shit real about that marriage but them signatures on that paper. And then she then says, explain to me why a dirty, white ass, wet dog smelling, trailer trash ass bitch is worried about me. Bitch, I'm not even your tax bracket to be worried about me. While you sitting over there with your TikTok fingers, pat your pockets, ho. I usually respect my elders, but bitch, sit your old ass down and go play with somebody your own age, bitch. I got a grandma for you. Okay? And then he says, the internet for the games, y'all bitches don't know me. I troll all day. I promise y'all mixed up and all wrong. And it says, musty ass pockets, probably flat as a bitch. While you over there on TikTok playing with me, I need to remind you, your daughter wrecked my home first. You redneck sag. You redneck saggy titty bitch. It says, everyone want to crack jokes about Yaya till I start getting back on y'all. Stop fucking playing with me. My only, there's so much to be said about this. So she's saying, yeah, I'm gonna keep fucking him. I don't care if he married. He invited me over there, so I'm gonna keep fucking him. The mom is like, yo, yeah, I guess you can get fucked, but don't have no baby. No means no. She's over here like, I ain't wrecking no home because the wife wrecked my home when I was with him first. Crazy. I don't care about that. What I will say is, I hope sincerely for Kentrell, aka YoungBoy, when these chicks hit their 30s and this little roller coaster shit is over, that they don't sue him. Now I don't think Yaya gonna sue him. I think Yaya is just infatuated and loves him a lot. But this type of behavior, like I like to watch it, I'm like, interesting. Yaya grew up in a mansion, but she definitely act like she from the hood.
So, Rod Wave, man. I'm not gonna lie. The whole, like, situation, all this stuff, I feel bad that his tour, you feel me, is on a halt. He should be straight, though, bro. It's Rod Wave, you feel me? I'm not gonna lie, it's something with Rod Wave's music where, like, you could just tell the artist that would never fall off based on their music. Like, Rod Wave makes timeless music. That's what I love about Rod Wave. Like, he makes anthems. He doesn't really make street songs. Like, he's a street dude, but he makes, like, anthems for the girls. Like, feel me? And then he makes, like, funeral songs, heartbreak songs. Like, feel me? Rod Wave is, yeah, like, he's like a Florida A Boogie. Like, it's crazy to say no diss to A Boogie. I feel like he's a Florida upgrade A Boogie. And that's the way I see Rod Wave. Rod Wave is tough, man. Feel bad that his tour is, I don't think it's canceled, but it's postponed. So we just have to wait and see how everything goes. Feel me? Hopefully everything goes well. But it's your boy Big Act News. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I am out.